Good morning, everybody. It's that time. The time has come for pre-market PulseScan with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, live from PulseWaveTrading.com. Excuse me. All right, so we have a lot to talk about this morning. So we're going to take a look at some things. There's a lot to talk about. I'll probably have to cover it in another video. I'm just going to try to stick to the markets and the charts here, and then talk about all the other stuff in another vid or something. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So we do have some news out from the overnight markets that we need to deal with. The biggest story is that Chinese stocks crashed as the Wuhan coronavirus fears rampage through markets. China's benchmark stock index, the CSI 300, plunged as much as 9.1% on Monday, its worst opening in almost 13 years. Warren Buffett could soon become the S&P's most veteran CEO. The current holder of the title, Lee Wexner of L Brands, is reportedly in talks to resign amid intense scrutiny of his ties to Jeffrey Epstein and claims of misogyny at Victoria's Secret. Boris Johnson warns Brussels he would rather walk away without a trade deal than make Britain follow EU rules. The Prime Minister is set to declare that there is no need for the United Kingdom to sign up to EU rules and regulations in exchange for high levels of access to European markets. So for those that don't know, Brexit is now a done deal. It has happened. And now they're in the process of unwinding things. The European Union is seeking an ambitious deal with Britain and demanding fairness. The EU wants zero tariffs and quotas, as well as open and fair competition, according to the union's draft mandate for negotiations. China gas demand seen crumbling as virus threat spreads. Several LNG buyers in China told Reuters they are considering either delaying or canceling their cargoes. They don't want to receive cargo that may be tainted with the coronavirus. Worldline's $8.7 billion Ingenico deal to create European payments leader. The two French fintech experts said their merger to help them fend off competitors. Zero Hedge was banned from Twitter for Wuhan coronavirus misinformation. The financial blog was permanently suspended by the platform after it published an article identifying a Chinese scientist it claimed created the deadly Wuhan coronavirus. First of all, it was created. That's not misinformation. That's real information. All right. Notice how they didn't use the moniker fake news. They said misinformation. It's not misinformation. It was a created thing in the lab located in Wuhan. All right. Everyone already knows that. Chinese stocks plunged while other markets were mixed. In China, the Shanghai Composite dropped 7.7%. And is this the Suzy? SZSE? Component plunged 8.3%. Germany's DAX and the Euro stocks rose 0.2%, while Britain's FTSE 100 rose 0.4%. U.S. stocks are set to open higher, with futures underlining the Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and Nasdaq rising about 0.4%. It's a big day for data. Watch out for manufacturing PMI and figures on construction spending and business condition. Lots of earnings on the dock. You got Google's parent company, Alphabet. That's the main highlight on earnings for today, and normally that does it after the opening bell. So that's the pre-market news. So now let's get to the charts, because that is what we come here for. Y'all want to see those charts? All right. But before we do that, we're going to look at the overnight market just real quick, so we can get that out the way. Then we'll take a look at how the markets ended last week and where we're set to go into this week. And we're going to do that with weekly charts, and I'll try to speed through it as fast as possible. so that we can get on with some other stuff. Okay. Okay. They got a question. Let me go ahead and put this up real quick. Yeah, Link. That's that crypto. I don't have Link on my list as of yet. I'm still working on the crypto space. There's some issues with the ones that are Bitcoin denominated. So when I get a chance, though, I will hook you up. All right. I've gotten more than your one request to add that. So yeah, I'll see if I can add that. We'll see. Thanks, John, for telling me that. So yeah, so I'm working on it, man. I am working on it. I haven't forgot about it. All right, let's look at these overnight markets right quick. All right, so the Dow's up 130 at 28,325. The Nasdaq 100's up 55 and a quarter at 90.53. The E-mini S&P 500 is up 17 at 32.40 and 3/4. The Russell's up 12 at 1226.7. Bitcoin futures are now down $20 at 94.20. It did have a great overnight rally, rallied up to 97.90. And so far, the low of the session is 93.55. Natural gas is unchanged at $1.84. Euro yen is down 139 pips at 120.04. Is that right? No, it's down. Yeah, I guess so. All right. Crude oil is off a quarter at $51.30. The bonds, long bond is down 5/30 seconds at 163.12. Gold futures are down $4.40 at 1583 half. Silver is down 23 cents at 1778. US dollar is up 34 ticks at 97.73. And the euro is down 31 pips at 110.88. And soybeans up 75 cents at 8.73 and a quarter. And corn is down $2 at 3.79 and a quarter. And that's about it for the overnight futures. As far as 2-bar Charlie setups, don't have any, but the ones from Friday played out magnificently. All right, so far the Russell has a bullish 2-bar Charlie, so expect the rally to stay up today on that one, all day up. And let's see what else we got. Okay, so Russell has a bullish 2-bar Charlie, and I think that'll do it. All right, so that's all we got, man, on the on that. So let's see what else we got going on here. Let's go to our chart segment now. We got the overnight quotes out of the way. Time for these charts. All right, let's get into this. All right, let's see. I want to knock the Bitcoin out first, so let's do that. And once again, these are weekly. These are going to be weekly charts. All right, so bear with me. All right, so on the weekly chart, Bitcoin pretty much hit the top of the Kumo cloud here. All right. And now, it's having problem at this resistance area. It did hit the 10,000 mark, basically. And that's what we were really looking for, was for the market to get up near this 10,000 resistance. That's the first target. Now the market's probably going to pull back just a little bit and then, take another run at it. It may take 2 or 3 tests before it pushes through to the top side and gets us up to about 11,000. Right now, the cloud is not as wide as the clouds have been. This weekly cloud right now, top and bottom side, you're looking at about 9,704 on the top, 8,508 on the bottom. All right, so That's your current length or width, I should say, of this cloud. So I don't think we're going to end up necessarily testing both top and bottom. Normally markets do, though. They like to test tops and bottom. So we could pull back pretty decent, but we're still going to be in the bullish configuration. Notice the bull at the bottom right hand corner. Trend is still bullish. Market is trending higher. We got this uptrend channel in full effect. The last rally alert played out because the market did push higher. All right, so that's what we look at. We look at if the market takes it out and pushes higher. All right, so that's the main thing that you're looking for here. This last crash signal prior to the bullish the last crash alert was canceled by the preceding rally alert. Okay, so we didn't get anything there, so this is canceled. We're not looking for a significant pullback within 3 to 5 bars because the rally alert canceled that out. Starting the week off, market is looking for the market to pull back. Okay, this is a secondary crash alert, which is really a sell signal. Is what you're looking at. So it's possible that some profit taking will probably take place here before the market wants to push back higher again. So that's what we got right now for this market. So it's still in a bullish market. Still expecting for the market to trend higher. I'm looking at possible sideways to slightly higher prices within the next couple of days here in the Bitcoin. So that's what we got here. But just remember what I told you all. I mean, I say it all the time. You got to learn to take your profits along the way. You don't give back all of your gains in the market. You just can't do that. You got to really monitor these positions, and you really need to manage your cash flow. All right, so that's what we're looking at on the weekly PulseScan reading for Bitcoin. Now, if we take a look at the daily reading, we're going to do that real quick now. This is basically your end of day part from last week. All right, so on the daily chart, this is what we're looking for. We had that correction. We had that crash alert on Thursday, warning us to be careful on Friday. Basically, you had an inside day. You just really traded within the 2 bars. Let me refresh that. Yeah, you had an inside day. So we were looking to start long for Sunday night into Monday. Those of you who are subscribers, when you received your report, it gave you what to look for today. All right. So this is the kind of time we're on right now. Still bullish. All right. Still rallying. The uptrend channel is still intact, and we're looking for that initial rally from the open on Sunday night, and that's what we got. Okay, the market did rally after the open, so we're just watching our cash now. All right, so that's it with Bitcoin. All right, so now let's take a look at our next chart. The next one is Wells Fargo. All right, as you guys know, I'm still holding a long position in the Wells Fargo. And we're going to take a look at what's going on there. So to start the week off with our weekly report, weekly PulseScan. Okay, the market is starting the beginning stages of a bear market here. Okay, hence the little red grizzly bear right there. All right, he's small right now, but he's going to grow up. He's going to get bigger as the market keeps pulling back, possibly. I think to start the week off, that's why we don't have an official buy or sell signal on here. I think the market is going to try to find support at the bottom of this Kumo cloud here where it currently is. And I think we're going to get that bounce. And then that should save me, and I should be able to get out and take some profit off of that bounce. On the weekly, it is a downtrend channel. The market is or has been, following. It hasn't really been gathering a lot of downside momentum, though. As you take a look at the last 3 weeks, as far as putting in new lows, it hasn't been super significant. Yeah, this weekly bar right here was pretty big. This was a big crash right here, but we really haven't fell out. You know what I mean? we don't look like this. We didn't look like this, basically, where you had this initial thrust down, and then you had another big thrust down. We didn't get that. We did not get that. So that makes me think that the bottom of the Kumo cloud is going to act as a support on this weekly. So there's no clear new signal right now. If you were short, you're probably just managing your short position and managing that with your stop. All right, so now we're going to switch over to the daily chart and take a look at the first position for Monday that we expect to happen. All right, so strictly for Monday, this is what we have no clear signal here. We had a short. If you took that short on Thursday into Friday, you would have been okay. I entered from the rally alert here, got filled here. Market really didn't do too much, so I just sat on it, and I still have my stop in place. So we'll see what happens. I may get stopped out on it. If I do, I just wait for the next signal to get long or short. I do base my entries based on rally alerts and crash alerts, which are the primary buy and sells. Then the secondary ones are the little arrows you see where it says long or short. Those are my secondary entries. So right now, I was taking it. I'm looking for the market to fill this gap. That's really what I'm waiting for. I'm hoping that it's gonna pay off, and I'll get to participate in the rally back up to fill this gap. I'm thinking that we're gonna go and fill the gap first before the market decides what it wants to do. Also, the futures markets are already bouncing back. So with that being said, I think that this should pay off. And again, this is a small position because I'm counter trend trading. So whenever I counter trend trade, like in situations like this, I like to, trade small and then build as I go. And then I know that it's not going to be a longer term play, but I think the market can surprise and get back up to the longer term trend resistance right here. All right, and that's back up to around $50. All right, so that's a nice little move right there, and that's really all I'm looking for. Is just that technical bounce to fill in the gap. After that, I'm looking to reverse and get short if the market takes out support once we get up here. So that's basically how I'm playing this one. This is just one of those fun ones just to see how we're moving. All right. So the next one is Tesla. All right, let's pull up our weekly on the Tesla. Let's go ahead and refresh that. All right, so Tesla has been bullish, as you can see the bull right here. All right, it has been bullish. Can't deny that. The uptrend channel is super intact. All right, it's been rallying. All right, the last clear signal we had on Tesla was this rally alert back here on December the 6th, 2019. System's been long ever since. There's been no other signals, just this rally alert here. Prior to that, we had a buy signal here on November the 29th. All right, we didn't get manifestation until the week of December the 13th. Okay, keep in mind these are weekly bars. All right, prior to that, we had a crash signal the week of November the 22nd of 2019. All right, and we really didn't get any follow through there, and then that's when the system reversed and got long, and the market has been paying the system for that ever since. Now switching over to our daily chart, so you can see what we're expecting now. Okay, so starting off for today on the daily chart, we have a problem. We're still bullish. We got the extended bullish weekly momentum reading, right? Green line here. But we got this gap. This gap has to be dealt with. So I'm expecting at some point the market will pull back just enough to fill this gap before continuing to rally. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Again, here's the rally alert. Market broke out. Here we are. And this is because this gap was because of the earnings. Right here is where it closed, and then in the overnight market, it took off because of those earnings, and that's how we created this. All right, this is how this was created. So at some point, market needs to pull back. and fill that in before we continue. So on the daily chart, we have no buy or sell signal for today. Now, for those of you who are not members, let me explain to you how we handle days that there is no clear buy or sell signal. When there are days that there's no clear buy or sell signal, the reports give you what is called an intraday price inflection point. And what we do is we look for certain market conditions to develop before we take either a long or a short trade. And the report gives you what those conditions are. If a intraday 2-bar Charlie type of a position happens, then the report gives you the conditions for that. If a bearish 2-bar Charlie intraday should set itself up, it tells you what to do when that happens, all right, and what to look for. So the price trigger report is imperative when it comes to how to handle intraday price inflection points, because that's how the markets are primarily designed, to have intraday price inflection points that we look for to take advantage of, all right, from day to day. All right, moving right on. All right, now we're going to look at bonds. All right, the bond market has been gaining benefit off of the uncertainty in the markets. As you can see here, the beginning of a bull market. See the little teeny little bull right here in the corner? All right, hasn't grown up yet. It's just a little teeny little thing. This is the beginning on the weekly chart, okay? We had a rally alert that was given to us on the week of January the 24th, 2020. The market proceeded to rally the following week, all right? And since then, it's strong. It's trying to break out. Normally, this is what you see. Historically, the correlations in the markets used to be very strong, but they have since broken down in the last couple of decades. So basically what you have here is correlations coming back into alignment. So whenever the U.S. stock market is down, the bond markets would rally along with gold and silver, okay? And you can throw Bitcoin into that mix too now. So that's what we were expecting to happen. And that's exactly what did happen. All right, outflows were going from equities into bonds. All right, risk off. So that means that the stock market fell out of favor for that moment, and money was flowing back into safety. All right, taking a look now how I'm looking to start off for the week. All right, as you can see here, we had a buy signal back here on Thursday that carried us into Friday. Market continued. No clear buy or sell signal for the day. System's just holding long, and we'll be watching intraday price inflection points for clues to get short or what have you. All right, so that's your bonds. All right, taking a look now at the crude oil market, which has been all up in the news. They're blaming the recent pullbacks to the coronavirus outbreak. Now, on the weekly chart, the last rally alert or crash alert we got was back here on the week of January the 10th. Had a crash alert. Market did proceed to do just that, followed by a secondary crash alert here, and it did manifest itself last week. We are bearish, big old red grizzly bear. All right, the beginning of a new bear market here developing in the crude oil on the weekly chart. If you switch that over to the daily chart, excuse me, let's go ahead and put this up here. All right, so on the daily chart, we are already a grizzly bear. We don't have a little teeny baby Yogi bear. We have a grizzly bear, roar, okay? Not roar. You know, little baby grizzly bears go roar, but big grizzly bears go roar, okay? That's the difference, all right? So if anyone tells you, what did you learn today? So you learned that baby bears go roar and grizzly bears go roar, all right? That's what you tell them that you learned today. All right, corny humor. Moving on. So on the daily chart, all right, there's our opening bell. If you guys need to, jump and put tickets in, go ahead and do that. Not a problem. If you are a member and you want to go ahead and put your trades on, go ahead and feel free to do that. If you miss anything, you can always, at the end of this, rewind it and go back and listen. All right, so the last clear signal we had was a sell signal back here on January the 28th. The market did proceed to head lower. And since then, right now, you're just managing the trade. It is a possibility you could be stopped out today. Let me just look on the quotes again. Okay, no, you're good because the market's down 42 cents now. We did hit the $50 handle today, so yeah, this one should be okay. But you still got to manage it because crude oil can be such a beast. It can do these ridiculous intraday reversals, bullish or bearish, and just cut your head right off your shoulder. So keep an eye out for that one right there on that crude. All right, let's go to our next chart. All right, Nasdaq 100. We're going to examine what happened last week on this one. All right, we're in the bullish situation. We had two back-to-back crash alerts, a primary and a secondary crash alert. Primary crash alerts is this big old turquoise-looking signal. Your secondary is the red one. So we had back-to-back crash alerts there. This on your weekly chart. Okay. Meaning that we had one the prior week, and we're starting this week off with a crash alert this week. Now, the market is up right now, so that crash alert has not manifested itself in the Nasdaq as of yet, but that's something now that we're going to have to watch. All right, you got to watch it because it is a strong possibility that we may reverse and head that way. So you got to keep your eyes and ears open on this one on your weekly chart. Let's switch over to the daily chart. See if we can glean from here. All right, so we have a bear, the beginning of a bear trend. All right, the market is in a bull market correction off the rally highs, and the market has reversed. All right, got this key reversal here. So this is what we're looking at. So we had this short on Friday. Market did finally reverse and get low and close low, and now it's you got a technical bounce back up again. The last alert that we had was this rally alert here on January 28th. Market did proceed to break out and then reverse back down in here again. Now technical bounce back up here. So this is what's happening. The market is a wild, wild west right now because of all the uncertainty. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's look at gold and silver, and then we'll end this video so we can go into our live session so we can get into some other things that we need to talk about and address. All right, so on the weekly chart on gold, all right, you have a long, so that means we're looking to buy gold Sunday night into Monday morning. That's what we were looking to do. Gold has not really given us that opportunity right now. It's pretty much, down $4.60. It's not really giving us much. Had a little pop on the open, but that's about it. But we're still bullish, and I think that once again, looking for an opportunity. I think today the market may pull back, and then tomorrow it could pop if we get a pullback in the equity market. Watch the equity market into the close today. It's going to be important. All right, and tonight in the overnight market, it's going to be important. But right now, the weekly on gold, you're looking to buy, looking for the market to head up on the weekly chart. If we switch over to the daily now, let's take a look at this, and I'll go ahead and refresh that. All right, so Friday we broke the intraday price inflection point, so we're looking to sell short going into Monday, Sunday night into Monday. So here's what you got here on this daily chart. And so far, here's what you got in the overnight market, like we went over. Market opened at 1597.80. The high was 1598.50, and the low so far was 1577.70. So as you can see here, the market is pulling back, but it's not falling. It's not crashing. The intraday price inflection points scenarios have not been reached, which is a good bullish sign, and we still are bullish. All right. So on both time frames, that's what you're looking at. So I'm thinking any pullback is going to be a buying opportunity in the gold. All right, our last chart is going to be silver. We're going to do silver, and then we're going to go ahead and move on into our next segment. All right, so let's pull up the weekly on silver. All right, and here we go. So silver, you see this, we failed. This is 2 tries, actually 3. We failed here. That's 1. Second count is 2. We failed here. And now 3, we failed here. So silver's been really weak in that regard, but we are in the beginning of a bullish stage. All right. If you look at the weekly chart here, it is bullish. You got bullish weekly trend momentum, but there's been no follow through. The market has kind of like taken a break or like gotten out of breath. So we have no rally or crash alert on the weekly for silver. We had back-to-back crash alerts, and then the market did extend a pullback. All right, it did extend. It failed 18 cents. I mean, $18 has really been hard for silver right now. We're in the 1770s right now as we speak. The overnight high was $18.12. It's just really having a problem with $18. So we are bullish, and we got the bullish weekly momentum, but that's just the complexion, so it's a little mixed. But if you take a look at the daily chart on silver, and let me refresh this, the daily is showing you the bear. It's showing you the grizzly bear. And we had a rally alert on Thursday into Friday, right? And so that did hold, because you look at the overnight, we did have, the conditions to do something. So no clear signal to start off from Sunday night into Monday, though. So we have to see what the market does today, and then just kind of take our cues from the intraday price inflection points. Okay. So that's what's going on there. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. This has been our end of day report for Friday and our pre-market weekly post scan for this week. That's what we're looking at in the market. So now we're going to end it, and then we're going to come back with our live. At least I think so. I'll check with my man Frank and see what's up. If not, then at some point this morning, I'm going to need a few minutes just to review some things, but then I'm going to come back because there's some things we need to talk about, and we need to get into some things. So let me get with Frank, and I'll see you guys back. All right. So the rest of you, I'll definitely see you in the trading room, and the rest we'll be coming back with a live in a little bit. All right. So remember, PulseWaveTrading.com. We got some amazing deals there right now. Right now, you can open up a free account and get some free goodies that are there. The only way to get the free goodies is to open up with the free account. Then you'll be able to see all the goodies we have there. Also, you'll have the power of the pulse waves at your disposal. Also, keep in mind that PulseWaveTrading.com is where you want to go to get the latest information, things of that nature that we're not always able to put up on YouTube because of censorship. All right. And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.